Let's talk about how we will view this All-Star game in the years to come. If we were to put the top 5 moments in a time capsule from this All-Star game, the All-Star festivities throughout the last several days, what would your top 5 be, Wish?
Well, number 5 for me, Arda, has to be, as we mentioned earlier, the Nikita Kucherov of it all. On skills competition day, a model of apathy. Called out by our own John Buchagras for not being into the passing competition, soaking in the boos from the crowd, not only because of the history between the Lightning and the Leafs, but also because they didn't like the lack of effort that carried over All-Star game day. And lo and behold, he actually put in some effort, but leaned into the villainy, leaned into the whole thing. Really, one of the most memorable things about All-Star Weekend was the guy who looked like he didn't want to be at All-Star Weekend.
So that's number 5. And number 4, Justin Bieber. Wish, great choice.
Dude, dreams do come true for young puckheads. Justin Bieber was obviously a captain of Team Matthews. He was the biggest celebrity here at All-Star Weekend, caused a stir wherever he went or whatever he wore. But at the heart of it, Arda, at the heart of it, it was the chance for Justin Bieber to take warm-ups with his team at the All-Star game. It was awesome. He was out there skating and shooting. Everybody wanted to take their picture with him. Truly one of the most memorable moments of any celebrity interaction at the All-Star game was Justin Bieber skating out there with the boys.
The celebrities overall, in my opinion, A+, 10 out of 10, no notes. I loved the celebrity involvement and interaction. We'll get to more of that in a little bit. Number 3, Connor McDavid giving himself $1 million.
Dude, the man who redesigned the skills competition ended up winning the skills competition. When I was in college, if the professor said to me, hey, Greg, write a test with your own questions, guess what I'd get on it? An A+. This is exactly what happened with McDavid. He changed the skills competition. He won the skills competition. Arda, I don't know what money laundering really looks like, but I have a feeling it looks a little bit like designing a competition that you win $1 million in.
There's the trophy, by the way, which was not addressed at all. It looks kind of cool. There's money on top of a skate. It was not touched. It was not referenced whatsoever. I will say this, though, Wish. If I were asked to design an entire competition where $1 million was on the line and I could also win that $1 million, I, too, would choose events that I was awesome at.
Absolutely. And also the thing about that trophy, like ridicule it all you want, it passes the basic trophy test, Arda, of can you drink out of it? That's more than we can say for the World Cup trophy they had in 2016. I like this trophy. I think it's great. Also because it had American money in it, which is even better.
So number 2, going back to our celebrity captains, Will Arnett and Michael Buble, Justin Bieber, Tate McRae, great casting. But Michael Buble might take the cake in terms of quotes from the entire All-Star festivities. And here is why set social media ablaze.
My buddy told me this is just a microdose of mushrooms, and he was lying. So I'll be honest, I thought I was in Blades of Glory for most of the time that I was out there until it sort of settled down, and then I realized, holy shit, I am at the NHL All-Star game.
I love it, Wish.
You know, Arda, they got rid of the NHL All-Star Fantasy Draft because they didn't like the players drinking, and they bought it back only to have the celebrity captains on mushrooms. Like, it was a big miscalculation on their part. But dude, his reputation as one of the coolest people involved in hockey is cemented. By the way, shout out to celebrity captain Tate McRae, probably my favorite All-Star musical performance since The Hives in Atlanta. That's how far we have to go back, Arda.
Yeah, Tate McRae, like I said, all the celebrities did. Will Arnett was great during interviews. Tate McRae in the performances. Justin Bieber, Kid in a Candy Store. And Michael Buble, of course, with all of the quotes. And he loved it, too. I mean, he was making hockey jokes. He was making jokes that the hockey world would appreciate. Of course, I would expect nothing less from a co-owner of a WHL team, the Vancouver Giants. He certainly loves his hockey. But we get to number 1, Greg Wyshynski, and it's all about the players.
It is. I mean, like, what do we always say about the All-Star game, folks? We say the players don't care. The players don't want to be there. And, you know, some of them, like, there's more than one Kucherov every year at the All-Star game, right? This year, for whatever reason, they cared a lot. They were engaged during the draft. They definitely cared during the revamped skills competition, where that limited field made the competition feel more real and more intense. And they certainly cared during the All-Star game 3-on-3 tournament. Much to our surprise, those games got really intense. There was defense played. Still no hitting, but defense played. There was a lot on the line beyond pride. And I got to tell you, if I tuned in to watch a bunch of people going through the motions, I would be shocked to find out how good the competition actually was. I'm as cynical as anybody. I really enjoyed this competition today at the All-Star game.